Hi, everybody. Today I'm going to cover the topic of chatbots and specifically chatbots as they relate to marketing. Chatbots have been around for a while. That's no secret. You probably see them all the time on a website that you're visiting, and it's always asking you, can I help you with something? Can I guide you to something? Uh, and you often use them also if you are looking for tech support. That is a natural mechanism in which to get some rapid help, especially as most consumers will have the same issues with a product. And so the chatbots are a great design for that because they can answer those specific questions. And if you need to, you can go talk to a real person at a call center. So but as we're looking at chatbots for marketing, I think there's a lot of untapped potential there that can go beyond just offering technical support or trying to answer some basic product questions. There are ways that we can serve up additional pieces of content that is not being offered on a website, or making an experience a little bit more engaging for the person coming to the site. If we can start incorporating a lot of AI in there, we can look at behaviors of how people are on the site, and then what do we want to do next, and using that chatbot to guide the person into that in that direction. It should be, from a marketing perspective, I really see chatbots as being used as a guide to the site, because oftentimes we put a lot of content on a site and it can be difficult for someone to find all the information they need. And oftentimes they just want to get their questions answered very rapidly, and a chatbot can do that very quickly. There was a survey that was done not too long ago by a company called Tidio, and what they found is that 53% of people engaging with a company found that waiting to get a response from a company in any form is the most frustrating thing about working with a company. And that's completely reasonable, right? You're a client or a customer, a potential customer of a company, and you need some sort of answer, and you are just waiting on an email or a ticket, and a chatbot can answer that for you very, very quickly. In fact, 62% of people that responded, they said that they would rather engage with a chatbot than wait 15 minutes for a response. Not surprising there. We are all now acclimated to instant gratification. We get what we want as soon as we want it. We're not used to waiting around for a long time, and we want instant responses from the companies that we're engaging with and having a relationship with. So using a chatbot for those purposes to answer even just the most basic questions, it doesn't even have to be technical, but could be the specs. It could be like, what should I read? What should I look for? What pricing is your product? How much does it go for? Those types of basic questions really align, or that type of communication really aligns with the way that consumers are now going, in that they want to do all their research up front before they engage with a company, before they engage with a salesperson. And in B2B sales, we do require that a lot, is that we want somebody to shepherd someone or a customer through the entire sales cycle. And a chatbot can cut out a lot of that front load of having a salesperson actually engage with them. They can give this chatbot, if it's designed in the right way, can give them a lot of the tools that you would need from even an SDR. And so I really think incorporating a chatbot is a great build out to a marketing strategy. Again, the survey also said that 58% of marketing leaders are looking to increase their investment in chatbots in the coming years. So there's going to be a lot of opportunity for marketing individuals to incorporate this into their strategy. And I think it is something that is overlooked, because typically we do see chatbots as something more for technical support or for just giving somebody like rapid information right away. Whereas we can design conversations. I mean, like LinkedIn conversation and those types of ads are very popular now. They have a very high conversion rate. So if we can use chatbots to step in as a salesperson or an SDR or a marketing individual that guides them to the information that they need rapidly, we're going to short circuit a lot of the back and forth and get to revenue quicker. So some of the things that we should be implementing in as part of our chatbot is there's lots of information that we put together from a marketing perspective that a lot of these clients are not going to be aware of. So we can offer them up different channels of communication. We can start simply by, if they're on a particular page on your website, is offer them, oh, we saw that you hadn't you hadn't seen this piece of information that relates directly to this content that you've been reading. It takes another step down, or another step deeper. It could be a white paper, a solution briefs, guiding them to a case study or a blog or someplace else on your website to keep the site sticky. You want people to stay with you as long as possible so that they're, at some point going to provide you their contact information or want to reach out. So that's one way to keep them engaged. The other one is to offer, if you have a webinar coming up, introducing them or guiding them to the place where they want to register, giving them some information, asking if they're open to doing that, asking them what their preference is. A lot of times, I really think that chatbots are not leveraged for understanding what the customer wants. If we can figure out using the chatbot and asking certain questions like, what are you looking for today? What do you want pricing information? What are you just in exploration phase or discovery phase? Are you working with other individuals within your organization to identify solutions? How far into your decision-making process are you? Do you want to set up a call with someone? All of those things are things that you would naturally ask on a phone call, but you can short circuit them to your website and get people around the site and build. I mean, the site has to be built in a way that has all that information in it, but the chatbot can be their guide to that. If you guys, like, I probably am dating myself, but do you remember like Clicky? He was the little paperclip that would pop up in Word and all of Microsoft's things and help you, guide you along, which is very much like a product-led growth type of initiative where you're introducing different features and functions to the user through this, little spazzy paperclip guy. But chatbots can behave in the same way. Let's bring some of that back, but it's more interactive with individuals. And then as we gather more information about our users and AI taps into CRMs and other things, you'll be able to bring some of that information and connect it to the user, the customer repository that you have, so you can gather more information and figure out what other things you want to deliver via your chatbot. So I'm a big advocate for chatbots. I do think that they are very, very helpful. They can be easy to set up nowadays because there are so many companies that are offering these services. So it's just a matter of getting your strategy right. What do you want to put in the chatbot? I would start small and expand from there as you get more user behavior and learn what people are looking for through your chatbot, and then start delivering that to them. So take that into account, add it to your strategy, consider it, and if you have any questions, let me know. I would love to talk about this. Thanks. Bye.